Good morning, boys and girls. Today is our first grade virtual field trip. And today we're going to talk about all different kinds of farms, and then we're going to focus on two different types of farms and just try to learn some things about farms. Different types of farms. An orchard is a farm where fruit is produced, and we read about that in our book. There's apple or orchards and other fruit orchards. A vineyard is a farm that produces grapes. A stable is a farm that raises horses. A dairy farm is a farm that produces milk and dairy products. A poultry farm produces chickens and eggs. A ranch raises animals for meat. A family farm can have a variety of animals and crops produced for sale. Sometimes family farms grow items for themselves or have animals just as pets. They are called hobby farms. Industrial farms have large, intensive operations to grow certain crops or raise certain animals. And our last one is plantations. Plantations are very big operations that can produce coffee, sugarcane, tobacco, other products, sometimes products that aren't even really needed. The first farm that we're going to look at is Ryan's family farm, the Johnson family farm, and it is considered a hobby farm. They have a lot of animals, but all of their animals are pets. They have a bull, a baby doll sheep, 5 pygmy goats, a miniature horse, a miniature donkey, a Nubian goat, 2 turkeys, 4 ducks, 36 chickens, all with names, 9 baby chicks, and 2 barn cats. And the 2 barn cats' names are Goose and Maverick. And if you take a look right there in the picture, you see the barn at the top, and then at the bottom, you see Ryan with the baby doll sheep, Harvey. Here we have the baby chicks and the chickens.
Wherever the chickens are, it's going to be no grass whatsoever.
Can you say that one more time? What do they do?
Oh, the reason there's no grass in here is because the chickens, the ducks, and the turkeys all eat the grass first off, and then they scratch where the grass used to be to get up any of the bugs. So there's really never any grass in a chicken area.
So, as you heard Mr. Johnson say, where the chickens are and the turkeys and the birds, they eat the grass and then they dig through where the grass used to be looking for bugs. So you're never really going to see grass in an area like that. Here is Sheldon.
Favorite food is grain. Well, I don't know if it's his favorite.
Fresh
It's
grass.
the first thing he likes. But fresh grass is his absolute favorite. Plus he eats hay. He's 2 years old. He's a miniature bull. He's not very small, but they say he's miniature. You have better luck. Welcome to come here so we can get a picture. He's very sweet. He's big, so he's very intimidating. Huh? He's gotten to the point where my husband can actually sit on him when he's laying down, and he doesn't care. He says, "What is that? That's not a snack. Do you see the size of me? Right?"
Okay, and next we have Mr. Johnson telling us a little bit more about Sheldon.
All bulls have horns and most cows don't. Well, that's not really true because Sheldon doesn't have any horns. He's what you call foaled. That's when they're born without horns. And he's a Highland Hereford, so he gets really long fur. Can you hand me that bag? So in the summer, we actually have to shave him. I trimmed him down because he gets really hot. It's dangerous actually. So chicken egg in there.
Yeah, I know.
So this is his fur from last year. This is Some of the stuff I shaved off of them. Sound good? But, so yeah, we shave him every year, and he's just a good addition to the.
He just
all
got
of
a
our animals
manicure
are
a month
pets.
ago.
Yeah, he just got a manicure, so we have to have special people come and they put him in this big thing that tilts him on his side and trim his toes to shoot. Yeah, they'll trim his toes, his hooves, just like a farrier would for a horse. So do that for him about once a year. But all of our animals they're all pets, really. The only thing we eat really is the eggs from the chickens.
Not
We
really.
don't even eat those very
Because I
much.
give them away.
Yeah, we
Everybody should.
put them away.
I buy mine at Target.
And the duck eggs and turkey eggs.
Okay, next we have the Nubian goat, the miniature donkey, and the miniature horse. And here is the miniature donkey, Bert.
He's 2. He's a miniature donkey, so this is as tall as he gets. He looks big, but when you go and see an average donkey, they're a lot bigger than that. He's very good and very protective of other animals. Anything, any noises, he's the first one to run out and check out things and make sure everyone's okay. He's very protective of the kids. And just recently, we've let our 2 youngest sit on him, and he seems to enjoy it. So stop trying to steal stuff.
It makes it hard to get everyone else.
Okay, next up we have Ryan actually getting the opportunity to ride Bert here on the miniature donkey. And now we have the goats. And this is just the goats out in their farmyard. And then you're also going to see the donkey and the horse and Sheldon.
First goats, first of the little goats at least. She is a year and a half. And then we have Riley, who's 9 months old. She's pregnant right now, so she will be having a baby in October. This is Hazel. Hazel's a year old. She just gave birth to Tulip, which is this tiny little one over here, who's only with us another week, and then she goes to her new farm. And back there is our shy Mr. Harvey. He is 4 months old now, 4 or 5 months old. He's the loudest. He's a baby doll sheep, and he won't get much bigger than that. It's a miniature sheep. And all these goats are full grown except for Tulip as well. We will let them out. First goats, first of the.
Okay. Next up, there's Ryan with Harvey again with the baby doll sheep. And another picture of the goats. That one's Tulip. And we asked Mr. Johnson, what do the animals eat?
It's a layer that's called a flake. So each stall gets a flake in the morning, and then we give them an afternoon snack and at night. So we make sure they have enough hay, and they also get this
I'll come down on the
this grain. And they really like the grain too. We'll give them a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon, and a little bit. So they're spoiled. lot of people will, and being the summer, they're outside a lot more, so they get a lot more grass, and they don't eat as much hay or as much grain. But yeah, so that we cut down a little bit in the food bill in the summer, which is nice.
He weighs close to
Okay, next we have a picture of the ducks that are just on the other side of where the chickens are. And then here's Bert letting one of the chickens have a ride. Isn't that cool? Now, I thought I would just throw in here, these are Isabel's chickens. She didn't get the chance to finish all of their names. They have 7 chickens: Rosie, Viola, Violet, Duckling, Caramel, Quinn, and Foxy. And I noticed in the video that that wasn't able for you to click on. I will make sure that you'll be able to do that. Okay, the other park that I wanted to show you, the other farm, is called Lake Metro Parks Farm Park. And that was where we were supposed to go on our field trip. It is basically a Metro Parks area that is set up to teach you about farming. It has an aspect of the dairy cows, and it shows you milking sessions. It has wagon rides, a plant area where you learn about planting and science. It also has a historical area where you can learn about the history of farming, and you can learn different aspects of it. This video right here, I'm not going to click on it right now, but it tells you about the history of Lake Farm Park and about Lake Farm Park itself. If I click on that now, this video gets really, really long, and I know it's hard to sit for that long, and I want you to be able to see the different aspects. This one is all about the milking.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily in our dairy parlor here at Farm Park, and this is my friend Carmel. Carmel is one of our dairy cows here. Specifically, she's a milking shorthorn, and her job on the farm is to make milk for us. Now, before Carmel can make any milk, she has to eat a lot of food. As you can see, she's a really big animal. She weighs around 1,300 pounds or so. Her diet consists of hay, grass, and grain. Altogether, she's going to eat around 100 pounds of food every single day, and she's going to drink about 30 to 40 gallons of water every day. So she needs all that food and water to make milk for us, but she will only make milk if she's a girl and if she's a mom. So when we say the word cow, that's actually what we mean, a girl that's a mom. Now, Carmel had her last calf in February, or her last baby. So she's making a lot of milk for us right now, and she keeps it right here in her udder. Now, we can either get that milk out by using our hands or by using the machine. Now I'm going to show you how we use our hands. So the first thing we do is we want to put some teat dip on her. This is basically just a sanitizer for the cow. After that sits on there for a little bit, we can go ahead and wipe it off. So the way we milk is we take our pointer finger and our thumb, we wrap it right around the base of her udder where it meets her teeth, squeeze those together, and then just squeeze our fingers around. A lot of people think that you have to pull down to get the milk out, but actually we just squeeze our hand around almost like a fist. That sound you hear right now is our milk machine. Rather than trying to hand milk our cows twice a day every day, instead we use our milk machine. It's a lot faster and a lot easier. So before we put the machine on, what we want to do is get a little bit of milk out of each section of her udder. So on the inside, her udder is divided up into 4 different sections. And we just hand milk her to make sure that her milk looks all right and that her udder feels okay.
Okay, next up here for Lake Farm Park is the sheep shearing. At Lake Farm Park, they sometimes do a demonstration with the Border Collie dog who herds all the sheep. And then after that demonstration, we also get to see a demonstration of them shearing the sheep. They take off that wool, and then they use that wool for lots of different things, especially clothing.
That is going to help relax the So we're going to start with the get all the wool off the sheet and the fleece. That's what we're going to call the winter coat here on the sheet. Just come off in one piece when we're all done. We're going to start with the belly wool here. This wool unfortunately collects all of the dirt and chaff and everything else is on the ground and the sheet lies on the ground. So we're not going to be able to save that wool. It is too short and it is also too dirty in order to make a coat or a sweater out of it. So we will actually put that wool to the side. Sometimes we use it in our flower pot.
Again, if you want to see the full video, it'll be in the slideshow that's posted along with this, and you can check it out. Next is corn binding, and this is a newer one to be able to show you how this plow works and how it does its job. Next up, Lake Farm Park also has goats, and they post a little video of the goats playing. Excuse me. Okay, you can always check that one out too if you want to. And then our last one here for Lake Farm Park is the planting center. And if you go to Lake Farm Park, they'll have different kinds of crops that they teach you how to plant and work on at different times of year. This is pretty cool though, what they have here.
Good morning, everyone. We're at the Plant Science Center here at the Lake Metro Park Farm Park, hanging out with Valerie. Good morning, Val.
Good morning.
We did this probably about 7 or 8 years ago, so
Oh,
you guys changed a lot. But they were talking about hydroponics, so this is interesting. So this is just some foam, right?
That's actually rock wool, which
Rock
is based,
wool.
and the reason it's rock wool, it's spun basalt rock,
Okay.
volcanic rock, and
over here.
perlite, which is also a volcanic product, which is basically it's what you find in a lot of potting soil. You can see that little white stuff that's in potting
Gotcha.
soil. That's perlite.
So you're taking that here and you just stuck, you planted a seed
Yeah.
here.
The seed we usually started out in the rock wool because it's a good medium to start the seeds, and then we transfer it once they get bigger onto the bigger bags here. The roots will penetrate the bag. The reason we use things like perlite and rock wool is not only do they hold moisture, they also hold airspace.
Okay.
It's very important to have airspace
Well, just-
around the root zone.
Feeding this guy nutrients, you know, no soil.
No soil.
Just feeding this guy nutrients and water and look at it.
Yeah.
Boom, this thing is
Yeah, with-
massive.
Yeah, with hydroponics, we're pretty much cutting out the middleman. We put all the nutrients in the water, and that's where they're getting there.
By the end of the year, these will be 25.
About 25 feet long by the time we're done. We take off all the side shoots, control all the energy going right up front.
Aquaponics. Okay, from aquaponics. What
Yeah.
are we looking at here?
Well, I have fish in the tank. In fact, they're hungry fish. We're going to see if they'll come up to eat. Come on, babies.
So,
So we feed the fish. The fish do what comes natural in
a
nature.
little fish poo-poo.
Yeah, the fish waste is actually converted by bacteria in the good bacteria in the water to usable nutrients, and this water is being pumped up to this tray here.
Right.
Here, can I lift that up
Lift
for you?
that up. Yeah.
Get that up. Oops. There.
Right.
And you can see the roots are just in the water here.
No
they're
soil
getting-
again.
They're getting all their nutrients from what the fish are providing.
Look
This
at
is
that.
a natural form of hydroponics. People are always wondering about hydroponics and
Back
wondering.
here behind us.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So that's a whole different thing for you to learn about there, hydroponics, and different times a year they have different farming aspects here at Lake Farm Park that you can learn about. Hopefully maybe they'll open up sometime this summer and maybe different people can get out there. We'll see. All right. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you took a look at all the slides, and I hope you went on Google Classroom and did your assignment. Thanks for listening, friends. Have a great day.